All right, YouTube. Aragorn is trying to save the world again. After sort of distracting the armies of Sauron so Frodo and Sam could destroy the Ring of Power, Sauron, of course, got fucked. But there were still a bunch of orcs left over, and their new leader is Hillary Clinton, apparently. She's like an agent of Sauron, trying to bring him back or something. Trying to dig around in the lava to find like little bits of gold and put the ring back together or some shit. And so Aragorn has decided to back Jill Stein. Now, I prefer Gary Johnson myself over Jill Stein. I think Jill Stein is nuts, but at the same time, it's good to know that there's one person in Hollywood who is actually capable of standing up to sort of the corporate machine of the Democratic Party. For a long time, it seems that anybody who did was sort of ostracized. What the Green Party has made possible is for there to be an even further left outlet for those in Hollywood that they can sort of use to criticize the Democratic Party, especially when Jill Stein is female. Of course, you can't use the sexist line. You know, you've got Viggo Mortensen. He's obviously male. So a lot of Hillary Clinton's fans would say, oh, well, you're just being a sexist, fucking evil Trumpite or something like that. But no, he's going for Jill Stein because he wants to see Middle-earth once again restored to its glory. I question whether Jill Stein, if elected, would actually do that. I think things would probably get worse. That being said, I think they'll get worse at a faster clip under Hillary, certainly than anybody else in the running. It doesn't really matter who it is. Hillary Clinton is an agent of Sauron. She's completely corrupted by power. Perhaps his knowledge of Lord of the Rings has led him to this conclusion. The Ring of Power has in some way ensnared her soul, and now she's spent her entire life simply searching for wealth and prestige, just for wealth and prestige's sake. She doesn't give a fuck about anybody. Hillary Clinton, of course. Jill Stein, I think, does give a fuck. I think that her actual ideas wouldn't do much, but at least she cares. I think Johnson means well as well and probably has far better ideas for the country. I think even Trump would be far superior to Hillary Clinton, although Viggo Mortensen was careful to point out, hey, I trust Hillary Clinton about as much as I trust Donald Trump, which makes sense. Getting past the two-party dichotomy is a good thing. It doesn't matter which one is better, which one is worse. At this point, the two-party system is only even holding on because of Citizens United. I pointed out last night Hillary Clinton has no intention of actually attempting to get rid of it. That would be a little bit like Sauron himself casting the ring into the fires of Mount Doom and destroying himself for pity's sake or something like that. I don't think that's going to actually happen. I think that her fans are numbskulls if they believe that she would actually do such a thing. But yes, Aragorn has graced us with his words once again. He's supporting Jill Stein over Hillary Clinton, which is quite something. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if quite a few other sort of celebs get behind the Green Party and or the Libertarian Party, honestly. They can't really back the Republicans without being shafted. But it would be very difficult to shaft somebody for supporting Jill Stein when she is an actual liberal as opposed to Hillary Clinton, who is anything but. Most of her money's coming from a bunch of corporations and banks. Why the fuck would she crack down on them? It just doesn't make sense. And when things don't make sense, to take a leaf out of the book of the infamous Judge Judy, it's usually because they're not true. Most of what Hillary Clinton says is not true. Most of it is a lie. It's just campaigning. I mean, every politician within the mainstream parties is going to do that naturally. It's not like I'm faulting her for lying to people beyond how I would fault any other specific mainstream candidate, because they all do the same. Mitt Romney did it. Obama did it. McCain did it. The Clintons have always done it. Everybody fucking does it. But at the same time, Hillary Clinton's ideas are essentially, what can I do to make more money and gain more power? And grind my enemies underfoot. That's all she really cares about. So bravo on Aragorn for realizing this fact. Hopefully all those legions of Tolkien nerds will follow in his footsteps, abandon Hillary Clinton, and once again fight to free Middle-earth from the clutches of Sauron and his allies. That's about all. Peace out.